Hey guys, it's Suda. This is a continuation of part 1 of this video. This is part 2 of my first video. But like I was saying, I've had 26 sessions in the past month and a half. 23 have been winning. I've had 3 losing sessions. One was a 200, one was 300 I lost, and then last week where I just ran super bad. I lost 700 that night. But the majority of the time during all these sessions, not all the time, but most of the time, I've played the way that I think you should play, which I will get into, which we'll start talking about. And I hope that you guys can comment, because I don't want to just help you learn. I'm trying to learn too. I want ideas from other people. Maybe my ideas aren't sound, but they've worked pretty well for me so far, and I think they'll work for you. But they can be, I think my ideas and the way that I play can be bettered, and I think there's a strategy out there that that I haven't even thought of yet, that other people may help me to get to be able to like really crush these stakes. I mean, like these win rates that you see here on the screen right now is basically what I've done for the past year at these stakes at the casino. I wish I would have it recorded, so I really knew like what I was doing. But winning $30 an hour, or this 30 or 42, I don't understand which one it really is. Win rate per table, average win rate. It's whatever. But I mean, somewhere between $30 and $40 an hour is pretty good. I think Dan Harrington would be saying that I was crushing these stakes, and I've been doing this consistently for a year. But yeah, a couple things I wanted to mention before I got into my next video, when I'll start breaking down my other ideas and like my play strategy, my game theory, the way I think the game should be played at these stakes. But yeah, I just want to say a couple things to close out this video. When it comes to books, people are always asking about like what books they should buy about poker, what to read, and like I said earlier, if you're going to the casino, which you probably are, to play 1-2 or whatever, you're probably not a high roller. You might be. Lucky you. You shouldn't be watching this video then. But if you're going to play 1-2, the only low stakes, no limit Holdem book I know of is Angel Largay's book, No Limit Texas Holdem, a complete course. But the truth is, you really don't need more than one poker book. They're all going to tell you basically the same things. It's just regurgitated information said in different ways. And I think some of the best information you can find about poker is probably like getting on 2+2 and looking up Phil Galfon's old posts, like when he was still coming up. I mean, he still does post some stuff. Like, there's a really good article out there. I don't remember the name of it, but it's by him. And he talks about, they're called Galfon bucks, G bucks. It's kind of like a spin-off of Slansky dollars. And if you don't know what that is, you should probably look that up. That'll help you out some. But the Slansky dollars, I mean. But the Galfon dollars is cool too. It's your range against someone else's range in a certain situation. It's a really good article. You should read about it. It's a really interesting idea, and it could help you a lot. I don't know if it's going to help you that much at these low stakes, but it's something to hold on to better your understanding of the game. The second thing I really wanted to talk about was, there's nothing you're really going to learn from a book. I mean, you can learn a lot of theory and stuff, but when it comes down to it, to get better at this game, this goes for about anything in life, unless you're like just a natural. But even if you're a natural, you still need to put in the hours. Like Bobby Fischer, yeah, he had like a self-born type thing where he was really good, probably with puzzles and stuff. His mind just worked that way. But, and if you don't know who Bobby Fischer is, he's probably like one of the most famous chess players of all time. But he put in probably, I don't know, he probably put in 12 to 16 hours a day every day working on chess. And I'm sure Phil Ivey done the same thing when it comes to poker and all these. They all put in a lot of time. And what I'm trying to tell you is you're not going to become good at this game unless you put in the effort, put in the time. You have to go play. You need to go play. Like I'm going to bring up a hand with you right now that I played a few days ago, and I had kings on the button. And I raised it up to 12, I think. Yeah, I raised it up to 12, and I got 2 callers. And this is the flop. It was 5-8-6, 2 clubs. So at this point in time, the flop's it's coordinated and it's a little wet, but I'm still going to lead this flop. And typically at these stakes, if someone has a better hand than you, you're going to find out. So I lead out for the pot. After 2 checks, they checked it to me, and I led for 40. I got a call and another call. Their turn was an ace. Okay, in this situation, you know, I've played a lot of hours playing live, and I've played a lot of hours online. Probably a lot more online than I have live. But in this situation, to me, there's not a lot of hands in either player's range except like nut flush draws that really that have an ace in it. There's not most of the hands like ace king, ace queen types hands. Those hands are probably gonna they might just flat call me pre-flop, but I don't think they're calling the flop bet when it's so big with just 2 overs on this board that looks this scary. More than likely, someone has like 6-7 in their hand, or 8-9, or maybe even 9-10. So that's what I'm saying. This ace really doesn't scare me. They check it to me, and like I said, it didn't scare me, but instead of betting again right now, I'm thinking that if I bet here, they're both just going to fold because my hand's going to look really strong if I bet into an ace like this. So what I'm thinking is if I check the turn after they check it to me and the river is a blank, and I bet, C2 is the guy that I'm really focused on. This guy, he had been calling like a lot of flop bets with nothing. I watched him do it with a gut shot, and he got lucky on the gut shot and stacked somebody at one point. Then he lost his stack and had to rebuy. But I don't even know where he's at. I don't think he has a hand that's gonna get anywhere near. I'm pretty sure he's folding the river. This guy, what I have this guy on is a pair, maybe like 9s or 10s. Maybe he has 8-9, maybe he has 9-10 or something like that. So I want him, if he has a pair of 8s or a pair of 9s, I want him to think that I bluffed the flop, and then because like if I'm checking the turn on an ace, what would I be betting the river with that he doesn't beat? So I'm thinking I should check the turn, and that's what I do. I check the turn after everyone checks it to me, and the river was a 3 of spades. And going back to the ace, if I check the turn here and someone does have an ace, they have to lead the river. They have to. If they don't, they're losing they're losing all their value in the hand. And what do you know? They both check it to me again. So there it goes. The ace is out the window. There's no way anyone has an ace in their hand. So I bet 105, and I get 2 calls, or 1 call, I mean. And I end up scooping the pot he never showed. Who knows what he had.